All right, what is up, everybody? I'm here with Preacher Man Sports to do our um, NFL predictions, like where we think people are gonna finish in the divisions and stuff. We're gonna start off with the
Hello.
worst division first, the NFC, NFC
She's
South. All these teams are garbage except one, I think. I think Preacher Man will agree with me on which ones are the garbage ones.
okay. You go first. Who do you think is going to be last in the division, Amir?
I think Saints are gonna be last. I mean, they don't have a quarterback. Like what? Alvin Kamara, like that's their best weapon, and Chris Olave, like those two. But like offensively, they're not crazy good, and their defense is not that good either. They may be the worst team in the NFL. They may finish with like one or two wins, but I don't think they're gonna go like they're not gonna lose every game because that's really hard to do. But yeah, so I have the Saints. What about you?
Yeah, I got the Saints as well. I agree. I think they're the worst team next year. They don't have a quarterback, Rattler. Like, why would they draft that guy from Louisville if Rattler's just
Oh
going to
yeah,
beat them out?
Rattler. That's who it is. Yeah, yeah.
Like Kamara, like he's the only good thing, but he's getting like he's just about to
Oh
be out of his prime soon.
yeah.
And
Chris
Olave and
Olave
them
is
two are
good.
like he's good, but he's always hurt. He keeps getting concussions. Their defense, like, is just too old. Like I mean not Johnson, Cameron Jordan,
Mhm.
and Demario Davis. That's literally it. You know, all these guys other retire like Matthew and Ramczyk because they like. I don't want to go to the Saints. I've had enough suffering.
Yeah.
So who do you got third place?
Wait. Yeah. Oh yeah. Third. Yeah. I don't know if we're gonna agree on this or not, but I have the Carolina Panthers at third place. I just
Hmm.
I don't like. Actually, no. This is very tough, man. It's either
I
Atlanta
know
or Carolina.
because Carolina, like they've made some good moves, and it's like Atlanta, they made moves, but they've lost people as well. Like they're a question mark because you don't know what Penix is gonna be like.
Yeah. Actually, I'm gonna go with Atlanta. I'm changing my pick to Atlanta because of what, like I was thinking about it, like Penix. I don't really know what he's gonna be. I love Drake London and Bijan Robinson. Those are great weapons to have. Um,
Mm-hmm.
but for me, it's like I don't know, like Carolina, Atlanta. Like I think both of these teams are gonna be not that good. Like they're both not gonna make the playoffs. Obviously, not even a wild card team. But I don't know. I was thinking Carolina because Bryce Young did look kind of decent towards the end of the season. So I'll go with that. I'm gonna go with Atlanta for three.
Would it be shocking that I agree with you? I got a hot take. I think Carolina is going to be a bigger threat to the division than Atlanta is
Oh,
because like Atlanta, like I don't know what Penix is going to be like. They have good weapons, but Raheem Morris is a
Venus.
dog shit coach.
Yeah,
Their
yeah.
defense
I don't
isn't
like
even good in general.
Raheem Morris is terrible. Yeah, and
Yeah, I think
who's even on the
Atlanta.
defense? That's good. Like,
Jesse Bates and AJ Terrell.
yeah, that's about it.
All their other guys are young.
Hmm. Yeah. Okay.
But yeah, number two.
Yeah. Number two, Carolina Panthers. Bryce Young, I didn't like so much in the beginning, but I also was like, give him a chance, and he kind of was playing well towards the end. Chuba Hubbard's a decent running back, you know. They also took the rookie wide receiver that I like. Um, they have some weapons, uh, Xavier Leggett, all that stuff. So I don't know. Well, he's not that bad.
no, you said Leggetti. It's
How,
Leggett.
how you say his name?
Lee Xavier Leggett.
Leggett. Yeah, like he had an okay year for his first year.
And he's very country.
Yeah, I think he's an all right like number two option or whatever. But yeah, I have Carolina number two, but I don't think they'll be that much better than Atlanta. It's going to be close, I think. I can
I
see
also
either
got
one.
Carolina.
Yeah,
I got Carolina. Like I think they did solid in the offseason. They got what's the receiver they drafted? Teteroya McMillan.
yeah, that's what I
You
was talking
know,
about. I couldn't say his name.
yeah, it's a little Hawaiian-y, well Samoan. You know, Teteroya McMillan. You know, he's
Mhm.
good. Chuba Hubbard's an underrated back. Don't it all falls under Bryce Young, who was looking like crap early on, but at the end of the year, he was kind of catching on with Dave Canales. I don't like their defense, however. It was the worst defense last season. But yeah,
Yeah.
I think it'll be I think it'll be better.
Yeah. Number one is obviously the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, who win this division, I think, pretty easily. Best team in the NFC South. Baker Mayfield's the best quarterback in the NFC South. He's actually one of the best quarterbacks in the NFC last year. You have Mike Evans, Chris Godwin. They drafted a receiver too. I can't remember his name, but he's supposed to be really good.
Emeka Ibuka.
Emeka, that guy. He's supposed to be really
Fuck
good.
the Bucks for that.
Bronco
Fuck
fans
the Bucks
wanted
for that.
Bronco fans wanted him because they wanted a receiver, but nope. And
That was the guy we were gonna get, but fucking the Bucks were like, no, fuck you.
Yeah,
Hated
and they have Bucky Irving, and then their defense is decent. So I like this team to win the division. I think this is pretty easy. I think most people will agree with that.
Yeah, I also got Tampa, and it's pretty self-explanatory. You know, Baker, they have such a good offense, okay offensive line. It's just, you know, their defense isn't bad, but I think we can all agree that once they like step in the playoffs, they're most likely gonna go one and done.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's really it.
They're not going to go.
We agree on the NFC South. We agree completely.
Yeah, I don't know if
so. Which one?
Let's go to the AFC South. Let's do South
AFC,
by South.
Yeah, South. Okay, I got you. I guess I'll go first this time.
Yeah.
I think last I got the Tennessee Titans because Cam Ward, he's a rookie, so year one quarterbacks typically struggle unless you're like a couple quarterbacks from last season, you know. Brian Callahan, I don't know if he's gonna be good. Like they don't have many weapons outside of Pollard and probably Calvin Ridley. Their defense, like really all they have is I think Jeffrey Simmons and L'Jarius Sneed on their defense. It's like the Titans, I don't think they'll get the number one pick. I think at best they'll win like 6 or 5 games. But that's good for a rookie standpoint, like a rookie quarterback start. And I think you could probably take that. But I don't think the Titans are they're not very good at all, Amir.
Yeah, no, I agree with you. I think Tennessee, I want to say the Colts, but it's not going to be the Colts. I think Tennessee will be last place. I do like their future. Like I think Cam Ward, if he's good, that'll be good for them. Tony Pollard, Calvin Ridley, like you said, Tyler Lockett. They need more players on the defensive side. That's where I think they're struggling too. And I think they need I don't know, Tyler Lockett's good, but he's like kind of old. Like they need another like number 2, you know?
Yeah.
And Calvin really got to stay healthy too. Like I don't know. And
stop gambling. Stop gambling.
Yeah.
I'm thinking the same
stop
thing.
Gambling. So we both on that pick, yeah.
Oh man, this third spot is hard as hell. I'm not even joking.
No, hard.
No, it is hard. I don't know to pick the Colts or the Jags. I'm not even joking. Okay. No, I'm serious. I know the Colts have Daniel Jones, who's garbage.
Daniel Jones?
He's
garbage. I almost had him in last place for that.
No. Hear this. They have weapons on that team, though. That's the only thing somewhat saving them. The Jags at the same thing, though. It's just, you know, Trevor Lawrence. They have weapons themselves. It's just I don't know how Liam Cohen's gonna be, Amir, with the Jags. This is a new coach.
Yeah.
You know, I think, you know what? I'm gonna say this. I think they're both gonna be tied. I think they're gonna be tied at like 7-10, just to be funny. Okay, you know what? Third place. I think the Jags are third, just from the.
Oh. Boo!
I don't know. Okay, this is hard.
Wants to be. You just want to be different.
No, I'm dead serious. I'm not even joking. I'm gonna say the Jags. The reason why is because Trevor Lawrence, even though he's a solid quarterback, he's just overrated. I don't know what Liam Cohen's gonna be. I know he was with the Bugs, but let's be for real. Like the Bugs offense, like they have so many weapons with Mike Evans and Chris Godwin, and so it's just pretty easy to coordinate that offense. But their defense, like the Jags, outside of their front seven, their secondary is not very good. Watch, they're gonna be tied with the Colts. Watch what I tell you, just for memes.
That'll be funny, but I'm gonna go with the Colts.
Okay.
I don't.
No, I'm fine.
Yeah, I don't have faith in Daniel Jones, and he was on the Giants last season. It was terrible to watch.
Oh
Um,
no, that was Hitler like at quarterback.
yeah, he threw for 8 touchdowns, 7 interceptions. Like it was awful. He was so bad he got
Holy crap.
released. They had weapons. I agree with you, but I think I like what Jacksonville did in the offseason. That's why I'm going to put them at number 2. I agree with you that both teams are not that good, and I don't think that either of them will probably make the playoffs. But yeah, like at least we agree like who's going to win the division. So between these two teams, you could pick and choose, I guess. But yeah, I mean, I really do like what the Jacksonville did like in the draft and getting Travis Hunter and stuff. I do like that. So I'm gonna go with the Colts at number 3.
He shouldn't play two positions though. He's lost his mind.
I know he should just play receiver because that's what they need.
Yeah, I'm putting the Colts at 2, but at the same time, you can literally coin flip Jags and Colts. Like
Come
the
on,
Colts,
Daniel
like
Jones.
okay, they had Richardson last year though.
He's
That just
better.
show this just shows you how bad Richardson is,
Yeah,
man.
it's bad.
That's bad. No more defending him. He's garbage.
And
But the Colts,
he looks so promising in the beginning. Like he
I
looked like he
know,
was.
he makes throws where it's like, wow, can you believe he did that? And then he makes throws where it's like, what the hell was that? You know.
Yeah.
But the Colts, they have weapons. They got Tyler Warren, good tight. They have weapons on offense, a solid O line. Their defense, though, they improved getting guys like Travis Ward and Cameron Bynum, but same time though, I don't. They're not going to make the playoffs. Same with the Jags. So yeah, that's what I got.
Yeah. And my number 2 spot is Jacksonville because like I said before, I know Trevor Lawrence didn't have a good year last year, but I think he might bounce back if Travis Hunter is going to play receiver because I heard he's going to play receiver and cornerback. That's going to be pretty interesting. They have good running
Yeah,
back. They have decent running backs. Not ETN has like I don't know what happened to him. He kind of fell off, but Bigsby was
he
playing
fell
well.
off.
But Bigsby was playing well, and then Brian Thomas Jr. is a beast.
Oh yeah,
So
he's arguably a top 10 receiver
yeah,
already.
those
That's
LSU
some LSU
LSU
wide
receivers.
receivers. And he wasn't even the best LSU wide receiver on his team. There was fucking Malik Neighbors.
I know, and that's a guy we'll talk about later on, who's gonna make,
Yes.
who's like definitely a top 10. But yeah, some like I just think that like I said, the weapons I like a little more. I like the quarterback a little more, so that's why. If the Colts finished ahead, I wouldn't be surprised because I think the Colts do have a better defense. But yeah,
Yeah. And I think number one, we both agree is going to be Houston. Like
yes,
Houston, they both like their offensive line is terrible. It's completely new, but CJ Stroud, he had a sophomore slump, but he somehow still went to the second round. They have weapons like Nico Collins, Dalton Schultz, and Mixon, but he's hurt right now. But they signed Nick Chubb. Their defense though is what keeps them, really good. D'Amico Ryans, their defense was top 10 last year, and they have a lot of young talent like Stingley, Will Anderson, etc. Those guys, Daniil Hunter, they were really good. So the Texans, it's a weak division, but the Texans, like, I think it's going to take them maybe another year if they can make a bigger leap because that offensive line, even though they're going to win the division, I just don't think they're going to be as big of a threat in AFC as you think they
isn't it
would.
funny that like the AFC South and NFC South are the worst divisions in their
They're
conferences?
going, they're things are heading south.
Yeah, yeah. So obviously, I agree. I got Houston as well. A lot of stuff you said. CJ Stroud is the best quarterback in this division.
Oh
Even with
yeah.
the down year last year, they still won the division and made the playoffs because it's that crappy. But he is a good quarterback, but he needs to bounce back and have a better season. But it's not all on him, obviously. Like you said, the offensive line was absolutely terrible. Hopefully, they could have patched that up or whatever because not going to survive with that offensive line for the regular season.
Yeah.
Yeah, Nick Chubb. You got Nico Collins, Christian Kirk. They
I
got
forgot
some.
about Christian Kirk. Holy crap.
Yeah, like he's a decent receiver. Like he just got to stay healthy and stuff. And their defense is better, a lot better than the other teams. So
Yeah. So only one disagreement.
yeah,
But we can both agree that it's a flip flop though, so we're not like mad or at each other's throats.
No, I'm not. I'm not mad because I literally could see it go either way.
Yeah, me too. So, which
Yeah,
division you want to do next? Let's do the NFC North.
yeah. NFC North. Oh God,
All
this is a
right.
tough division. Holy.
This division is actually a little hard, but I guess you go first.
All right. Stay cool. Don't be mad at me, but I'm going to Chicago Bears as the worst team in this division. Uh, I do like that they got Ben Johnson, but I think it's going to take some time. I don't think right away. Caleb Williams, he didn't play that great his rookie year. He played okay. Like, he didn't play terrible, but I don't know. I just think the other teams are so strong, like Minnesota, Green Bay, and all that. And I know they have JJ McCarthy, but we'll get to that. But I just think that the Bears are going to be last. They still have a lot of things to work on, but I still think they'll have a decent record. This is one of the toughest divisions in the NFC. So, yeah, what do you think? Who's your fourth place? Do you agree or no?
Yeah, I agree. I got the Bears. It's just Ben Johnson. Like it's gonna take a little time to get used to this system. They have weapons like DJ Moore, Dunze, and now Luther Burden, and they
Yeah.
drafted Colston Loveland. So their
Hmm.
offense is gonna be good. I don't know how their defense is gonna be though, because it was kind of sucky last year. So I'm not sure. It's just the Bears. I think at best, I think they're gonna be like a 7 or 8 win team because I just because
Yeah.
how tough that division is, I don't know. I think they're just going to be like a casualty in that division. I think the only team they'll be able to hang out with is Minnesota.
What do you think about Caleb Williams? What's your thoughts on him?
To be determined.
Okay, he had 20 touchdowns, 6 interceptions. I mean, it's not that
Yeah,
bad.
but a lot of games he barely threw over 100 yards.
Yeah, that's true.
It's crazy. But
Hmm.
yeah, who's your third place team?
Third place team is Minnesota Vikings. Um, I like the Vikings weapons so much, but I just don't know how JJ McCarthy's going to be. They have Justin Jefferson, who's a beast, TJ Hawkinson, who's good, and Addison whenever he comes back. And they have a decent defense. I like Aaron Jones, but I don't know. I think Green Bay might edge them out a little bit. I think these two teams are very close in terms of like winning the like for the division. What do you think, Preacher Man?
I got the Minnesota Vikings
Oh, you
because
agree?
I
Okay.
well, it's just I don't know about I just don't know about
McCart-
JJ McCarthy.
yeah, me
I
too.
like Justin Jefferson and Jordan Addison so much, even though he's suspended. But
Yeah,
they have Aaron Jones Sr. as well
yeah,
because he's such a good running back. It's just JJ McCarthy is just such a question mark because Sam Darnold, even last year they won 14 games, but they didn't even win their division and they went one and done to the Rams. But I think they're going to win like I think 10 games. I think they'll still make the playoffs though, but just two other teams I just think are better.
yeah. All right. So my number two team is Green Bay Packers. I like that they got Micah Parsons. Did they overpay? Yeah, but who cares? He's going to help you win some games just because he'll get like a lot of sacks, I think. Green Bay, I don't know. I don't really like their offense that much. I mean, Jordan Love is good, but like, I mean, I like the receiver they drafted, but other than that, like, what do they really have? Tucker Kraft is a decent tight end. Um, but yeah, I think Green Bay will finish two because they're gonna have a really good defense. I really like their defense, and Jordan Love's a good quarterback, obviously, and Jaden Reed was the guy they drafted, and because I don't really know about Romeo Dobbs and all that.
That was Matthew
Oh, and I also
Golden,
love Josh
actually.
Jacobs. Josh Jacobs is a beast, so that's another reason why I think they'll be good.
That was Matthew Golden that they drafted. But yeah,
Matthew Golden,
he's
that's what I thought I said. No,
I thought you said Jaden Reed.
no, I meant Matthew Golden. Sorry, so the wrong name.
Okay, well, I agree because I got the Packers as well. Like Jordan Love, last year he kind of had a down year. He looked like a game manager, but the Packers, with the recent big acquisition, they got getting Micah Parsons, which should help out that defense a lot. But we don't know that's going to happen. But they'll still be good. You know, Matt LaFleur, even though he's overrated, he's still a really good coach. Getting Matthew Golden was good. Josh Jacobs is a top 5 running back in my opinion, and I think they'll win 11, maybe 12 games. But there's just, I think we could both agree that there's only one team that's still better than them, despite them losing both of their coordinators.
Yeah. Best team that's going to win this is the Detroit Lions. You know, they have Jared Goff or Goff or whatever, but
Wow.
you know they have one of the best receivers in Amron St. Brown. They have a good great running back in Jamar Gibbs who played good. David Montgomery's a good complementary piece to him. Jameson Williams, Sam Laporta. They just have a lot of weapons. Like I really like their offense, and they have a quarterback that he does good in the regular season, but he needs to get better in the playoffs. It's the only thing I got to say about Jared Goff, really. What about you, Pritchman?
I got the Lions, obviously, but you know the Lions, they have such a good running back combo with Jahmyr Gibbs and David Montgomery. Amon-Ra St. Brown is such a great receiver.
Yeah.
That's you.
Oh, sorry, I was talking to my roommate. What was I saying? Oh yeah, Lions, best team. Obviously, it's their division to lose. They'll win about 12 or 13 games, despite them losing both coordinators. But yeah, I think they could win the NFC again. I just don't think they'll win 15 games like last season. But yeah.
But it was so disappointing when they lost.
When they lost to Washington. I know, and they scored. They just couldn't defend because they lost. Oh yeah, that's right. Hutchinson.
They had a lot of injuries.
They had a lot of injuries. No Hutchinson, no Mosley, no Brian Branch. They lost a lot of guys.
Yeah.
But yeah, no disagreements on the NFC North. Yeah, this is why I love you, Amir. Pause.
All right, now we go to the AFC North, and pretty sure we can start with it.
Okay, I think it's pretty obvious that the Cleveland Browns are going to be last because, bro, just look at the fucking quarterback room. Like, bro, what am I even looking at? Fucking Joe Flacco, who's fucking 40, and then there's Dylan Gabriel, a rookie, Shedeur Sanders, another. No, he's not going to be good. There's a reason why he fell all the way down. I don't know why they took both two quarterbacks. Stefanski, he's like, I don't know. He's just an overrated coach because if it wasn't for 2 years ago, he would have been fired because, if they wouldn't have missed the playoffs, Deshaun Watson, he's washed before he even went to in his prime. They have Myles Garrett, who's the best defensive player in that division, but offense, they don't have any offense. Their running backs aren't good. Like Judkins, What
about Jerome Ford? You know, like Jerome Ford?
He's not good. Max doesn't like him. They have David Njoku though. Their offensive line is kind of washed. It was good. They don't have good weapons. All they have is, I guess, Jerry Jeudy, who's a jag. But just the Browns, I think they're just winning about 4 or 5 games.
Yeah, I agree with you. Like, this is a tough division for the AFC side as well because the other teams are better. Joe Flacco, come on, like, really, that's your quarterback?
Bronco legend.
Like you said, no decent running backs. So their best receiver is Jerry Jeudy, which is crazy. And David Njoku, who is a good tight end, but that's not going to be enough to help you win games against the Ravens, Steelers. You got to deal with the Bengals. Like, this division is tough. So yeah, I actually, I agree with you, and I have nothing against Cleveland. I just don't think they're going to be a very good team. They're going to struggle. But I hope Shedeur does good. That's my boy. I like Shedeur Sanders.
Okay. Number 3. I got the
Pittsburgh.
I got the Steelers because
I knew it.
Because the Steelers, they're gonna somehow go 9-8 because Mike Tomlin's like allergic to losing records. I don't know how, I don't know why, but it's annoying. They're a waste of a playoff spot every year. It's a free win against them if you play them in the playoffs. Like they added old man Aaron Rodgers in big fucking 2025 for some reason. About 10 people, 5 people say is better than a certain guy that we're gonna get to in a few minutes. But
Well, yeah.
their defense, however, is very good though. I can't take that away. T.J. Watt, Cameron Hayward. They traded for Jalen Ramsey, but he's kind of past his prime. Like he's still not bad, but he's not a guy where you could rely on. But I think they'll finish third in division. They'll always do something like that. I don't know why they're like that,
Yeah, they
but it's
got Darius.
annoying.
They got your boy Darius Slay, preacher man.
How is that my guy? I don't glaze
Whatever.
him.
He used to be really good, and they got
Yeah,
Mhm. Yeah,
they got rid of
Quinn.
Minka Fitzpatrick though. I don't get that.
Yeah, I don't get that.
Well, yeah,
I
what
don't
do
know
you
why.
think?
I agree with you 100%. That's why I said I knew you were gonna say Steelers. Aaron Rodgers, really? Like, this is the guy. Like, they're gonna finish 9-8. Tomlin, and I agree with you 100%. Like, there's not much to say. Like, their running backs they took Caleb Johnson, who people like, but
Yeah, but he's slow. He's just a power guy, really.
yeah, they have Jalen Warren. I did like that they got DK Metcalf, but
Oh yeah, that's
but
right.
they also got rid of Pickens, which was stupid. Like they should have paired up Metcalf with Pickens. Then they would have had two really good receivers. They only have one now.
Yeah, they traded him to the Cowboys.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but that's about it. Like their defense is what's going to carry them. They'll finish 9-8, like you said. Tomlin will not have a losing record, and he will stay employed forever, I guess, by this team.
yeah. Number 2, got the Cincinnati Bengals.
Oh, we agree. Let's go.
The Cincinnati Bengals. Like they have such an amazing offense. They have Burrow, they have T. Higgins, they have Jamar Chase, they have Chase Brown, who's a solid running back. The only problem that's literally holding them back is their defense, because last season it was the reason why they didn't make the playoffs. Outside of Trey Hendrickson and maybe Cam Taylor-Britt, and Logan Wilson, everybody else is literally plumbers on the defense. Like I don't like Zach Taylor. I think, in my opinion, he's probably on the hot seat, because if the Bengals don't get back in the playoffs, he's probably going to get fired.
Mhm.
And Trey Hendrickson, this might be their last chance at a Super Bowl window, because Hendrickson, I think he's going to walk in free agency. But yeah, I think they'll win. I think 11 games or 10, but 11 just to be on the safe side. But I think just the Ravens are just a way more established and stacked team. I think they'll be finish over them. What do you think, Amir?
I agree. Cincinnati, it will be number 2, and I think they might get in via wild card. I don't know. We'll see, because there's another tough division, the AFC West. We'll get to that later. Joe Burrow is a great quarterback. I know I talked bad about him before, but like he's great. I can't deny it. They need a defense. That's what Cincinnati's biggest problem is. Like their defense is not good. They have Jamar Chase, and they got T. Higgins, so they solidified those guys. And people like Chase Brown, I don't know, but
it's crazy because their defense a few years ago was actually good,
really good,
and that's how they went to the Super Bowl when they adjusted.
But they let a lot of those guys go, I guess. So
no, a lot of teams figured their defense how to get past it.
Yeah,
because those same guys are still on that defense.
Zach Taylor needs to make the playoffs, because if he don't, he might be on the hot seat. I don't know.
Oh wait, I forgot. Jesse Bates isn't there. Never mind.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Jesse Bates, that was huge for them because he was really good.
Yeah, he went to Atlanta. Wow. And yes, number 1 is easily the Baltimore Ravens. They'll win about 12, maybe 13 games. They're the more stacked team than the AFC. Lamar, one of the best quarterbacks around. They have Derrick Henry, one of the best running backs around. Their tight ends, Isaiah Likely and Mark Andrews, but we all know the Mark Andrews situation, what he did last season.
Yeah, he dropped the ball.
But their defense, it should be improved, because last year it was kind of fraudulent. They got Marlon Humphrey, Justin Madubuike. They drafted Malachi Starks from Georgia, who's a really good safety to be next to Kyle Hamilton.
Mhm.
Roquan Smith's a really good linebacker. They added Jair Alexander as well to really stack out their secondary. I think this is the best team Lamar in the Lamar era, and I think the problem with the Ravens is just Lamar needs to stop fooling around in the playoffs because it's literally what's stopping them from a Super Bowl. But um, yeah, I think the Ravens are number one. What do you think?
Yeah, of course. I mean, we both agree. Ravens are number one. Lamar Jackson, he's the best quarterback in this division, but it's very close between him and Burrow.
I
Um,
still think Burrow's better. I just think Lamar is more talented.
yeah, like Lamar was second in MVP voting to Josh Allen. It was very close
Hmm.
between them two. You could have went either way, and nobody would have been upset. Derrick Henry still one of the best running backs. He had a great year last year.
Yeah.
Mark Andrews and Likely is whatever, but like even though Mark Andrews sucks, like with the dropping of the ball, like he gets a lot of touchdowns. You got
Yeah.
Zay Flowers who's decent, and Rashad Bateman. Sometimes he has some good games, or whatever.
They
I know, like
added DeAndre Hopkins as well.
yeah, Hopkins, but I don't know how that's gonna be.
Yeah, like Hopkins isn't good anymore.
He's kind of washed. Like
No, I know, kind of it is.
he's trying to get like that Super Bowl.
I know he tried it with the Chiefs and
uh,
it didn't even work. Good.
but yeah, no, I miss Hopkins on the Cardinals when he was good. But yeah,
Wow.
so yeah, I
Yeah.
like, and I also like the defense, like you said, Marlon Humphrey, who's great. Jair
Yeah.
Alexander, like they have some. I was surprised that Jair Alexander, like, why did Green Bay just?
He was so injury prone. That's his problem. He's never on the field.
Yeah, that's true, but he's a great player,
Okay.
when healthy. So
All
I
right.
agree with you. Baltimore, I'll always and like Harbaugh is the best coach in this division too. So,
Oh yeah, easily.
and this is regular season. Like playoffs is different. Like things change in the playoffs, obviously, but they will have like a lot of wins. Like you said, like 13 probably or something like that. Um,
Hmm. Let's
you know,
go. What do you want to do next? You want to do the AFC East?
AFC East. Okay, we can do the AFC East.
Wait, no, because we gotta wait. No, let's do the NFC West because
NFC West.
yeah. Which one you want to do first? 'Cause you want to save our teams for last, but you have two of them. So which one?
All right, we will save. Let's do the Giants one first. So
Okay, you want
let's
to
do
do
the
you want
AFC
to do
East.
NFC East? Okay, NFC East. All right.
NFC East.
You
Okay.
you go first since you're the
Oh, I
Giants
have
guy.
a whole thing about this. The New York Giants will finish last place. I do think the Giants are getting better, but I don't like what they did with keeping Daniel Jones for so long. Um,
They did the
no, I
opposite.
do. I like Russell Wilson and all that, but this division is tougher than that. Like Russell Wilson's a decent quarterback, better than Aaron Rodgers. Me and Preacher Man agree on that.
Mm-hmm.
I love Malik Neighbors. I didn't like the pick at first because of the quarterback, but now I'm really happy that we have him. Tyrone Tracy is a decent running back, and they also got Scadaboo, who could be really good. A lot of people like him. Um, so the defense is decent, like Dexter Lawrence and stuff
Oh
like
yeah,
that.
your front seven is one of the best. Actually, it's so stacked.
Yeah, yeah, and Thibodeau needs to pick it up, but
I think he's
yeah,
getting traded. I think he's gonna get traded after you drafting Abdul Carr. I think that's the chopping block for him.
Abdul Carter is going to be good. I hope. And then you have Deontay Banks,
Burns.
who's decent, and Burns. Yeah. So I think the Giants are going to finish the last place because I think the other teams are better. As much as I hate to admit it.
Yeah, I agree. I got the Giants as well. It's like it's just that team is just not good. Joe Shane is such a terroristic GM, even though some of his drafting's been okay, but his signings, man, terrible. Um, Russell Wilson, like he's not washed. He's just past his prime, very past his prime. But I'm not one of those Bronco fans who are just extremely biased because of what he did to us. I'm past that now. We have our quarterback, but some guys don't let it go. But anyway,
Let go of
uh,
what? Wait, let go of what feature?
they don't let go of fucking Russell Wilson and the shit that he did in Denver.
Oh
They don't
yeah,
want.
Bronco fans. A lot of them do that.
Yeah, they still talk. I don't get it. I'm not one of those. But the Giants, Jackson Dart. I think Jackson Dart is going to start near the end of the season. He had a really good preseason. I think he actually will be solid. He just needs to get a little more help. Get a little more help near Neighbors, who's a very good receiver.
Top
You
10,
know,
in my opinion.
you could argue he's almost the best. Well, no, he's not almost the best wide receiver because CeeDee Lamb and AJ Brown are there, but still, really good wide receiver. They have
Well,
a
I
good
mean,
front
AJ
seven.
Brown is always hurt, so
Very good front seven. Their secondary, though, it's not that good. They did get Javon Holland, who's a good safety. Deontay Banks isn't bad. It's just their front seven is going to have to carry. But I'm sorry, Amir, but yeah, I agree. They're going to be last. I think the Giants win about maybe 6 games.
oh yeah,
If they get more than 6 games, I think that's a success for them because they could be like the Broncos, just be one of those sneaky teams, But I don't
yeah.
see it.
I think they win between 4 to 6 games. So.
And then you look for another receiver, or such and such in the draft next year, and there you go. Help out Neighbors.
You get Arch Manning. No, I'm just kidding. All right.
He's not declaring. Oh, okay. He's the guy who's isn't
Wait, he's not
declaring.
declaring next year.
No, he's not going to declare. Usually, Mannings stay their whole collegiate career.
Okay, I think pretty much I agree with this. Dallas Cowboys are number 3 for me.
Okay.
Dak Prescott's okay, but he was hurt last year, and he wasn't even like. He's just. I don't know. The other 2 teams are just so much better. Javonte Williams, like really, that's your running back. Miles Sanders, okay, but like
former Bronco.
More Bronco, I know. I like that they got Pickens, but it's like it's not enough. Like it's just they have good weapons like CeeDee Lamb and George Pickens, but like their defense isn't that good. Their offensive line isn't that good. So, which is funny because they used to always have like a really good offensive line, but
their offensive line is so young. They got Tyler Smith is good, but
yeah,
Tyler Smith, but guys like Tyler Guyton and Tyler Booker, they're younger. And then they lost Zach Martin, who was one of the best guard in the league, and he retired.
Yeah, he retired. And they also lost Micah Parsons.
Micah Parsons, because he wanted a contract, and Jerry Jones like, nah.
I thought he was going to go to Denver because some people were saying like,
no.
I want to go to Denver.
No, that was fake, by the way. That quote, a Bronco fan wrote that.
Oh wow!
And some dumbass believed it. I'm like, no way.
All right, who's your number 3?
I got the Dallas Cowboys as well. Like Dak Prescott is a solid quarterback. But that offensive line is just eh. They got good weapons. I like that they got George Pickens, who's a solid number 2 to complement CeeDee Lamb. But running backs, well, it's whatever. Like Javonte Williams, I mean, sure, I guess. But their defense is going to take a big step back. Losing Micah Parsons, who's one of the best pass rushers in a while, but they got Kenny Clark for nose tackle help, which I guess is fine, but it's just the Cowboys. I think at best they'll win 7 or 8 games, but they'll just be in the middle.
And also their coach is a first-time coach.
Yeah, Brian Schottenheimer, first-time head coach.
Yeah.
So who's next?
Okay, for me, number 2 is the Washington Command. Like this is really tough for me.
This is tough because the NFC East always has a history. There's no
you always
champions.
have a history of like a new team, but I think this might be the same as last year because I think Commanders will finish second. I love like Jaden Daniel is such a good quarterback. Like he's so amazing. Terry McLaurin, he's a good receiver. They went out, got Deebo Samuel. Austin Eckler is a decent running back, but like, come on, really? Is he going to be the number 1 guy?
Terrible.
Zach Ertz is old, like washed, and they got some like good defensive players, but some of them are kind of washed too. Like they have Bobby Wagner. Like, come on, really? Von Miller? Like, what is this? What year are we in, Preacher Man?
They have the oldest team in the league. I think they actually have the oldest team in the league.
Javon Kinlaw, yeah,
Kinlaw, holy crap.
Yeah.
Yeah, so, I agree. Washington second.
Wow! I thought Preacher Man was going to put them number 1.
I know because the whole conspiracy about the NFC East. Well, yeah. I think it'll snap this year. Washington, Jaden Daniels has one of the best rookie seasons ever. You could argue it was better than what Roethlisberger did, but it's just they have Scary Terry. They got Debo Samuel. They helped their offensive line out, which was a big weakness, but Jaden Daniels made it work. The defense, though, for Dan Quinn, it wasn't really that good last season, but I think it'll be better once they got guys under the system. They got Von Miller, who's literally a Broncos legend, best defensive player we've had in our history. But do they have Marshawn Lattimore still?
I don't know.
I don't know, but I think he's washed though. He's terrible now. But yeah, Washington.
Yeah, they still have Marshawn. They do.
Oh God, he's burnt toast. He's not good anymore. But either way, Washington second place.
Yes. And number one, I hate this team. Like, can't stand this team. But they're the best. They won the Super Bowl last year, defending champs.
Thank God.
Like, that was good that they won the Super Bowl because, like, I was tired of the Chiefs stuff, but I don't want them to be there again. But yeah,
that's fair.
Saquon Barkley is the best player on this team. Then you can say Jalen Hurts.
No, it's not Jalen Hurts. I agree.
No, AJ Brown, and you got Devontae Smith. Like, they're so loaded on those two receivers,
and they're not even paying. And they're not even paying them like that much when you think about it.
Dallas Goedert's a decent tight end. Like, they got a really good.
And they have arguably the best offensive line.
They have a good offensive line. They have a good defense too. So I think they're gonna be repeating. But like, I wouldn't be surprised if it's so close between them and Washington. But I think Eagles just have a really good, like, they're just surrounded by talent everywhere.
Yeah, I also got the Eagles. Obviously,
I need it.
It's just they're so low. They look like they don't have any weakness. Great offensive line. They have Herbert, who's a good quarterback. I mean, they have Hurts. Like, I don't know. Wait, did I say Herbert? I'm dumb as hell. Holy crap. Hurts, Herbert. I wonder who's the better quarterback. The one with the ring. Hurts. Even though they're just so low to AJ Brown, Devontae Smith. It's just, I don't know, man. It's pretty unfair it's like a super team. They obviously have Saquon, who's you could probably argue is the best running back, but it is what it is. Their defense is obviously loaded, even though they lost guys like Milton Williams, but I think they'll be fine. They have a great secondary, great linebacking, great defensive line. It's going to be a pain facing them this year, and I hate it. I think they'll win the NFC instead of Detroit this time, though. Like, barring any injuries, obviously.
Yeah. So now we're on to the AFC East, Preacher Man. You go ahead.
All right, the AFC East. Fuck. Damn, I actually don't know who's gonna be for. This is actually kind of tough because it's literally like the Bills and the power of friendship there.
It's the Bills division.
I know. Okay, fourth. Fuck, man, I don't know. Okay, you know what? I think I'm gonna go a little hot take. I think fourth is gonna be the Jets.
Yeah.
Like, the Jets, like they added Justin Fields. Like, seriously, I don't know why. I don't know how he's getting all these chances, but apparently the Jets see something in them. They have Garrett Wilson, who's a solid receiver, obviously, no matter who the quarterback is. I mean, he had Zach Wilson. He still had 1,000 yards both times, but they have a solid running back with Breece Hall. Their offensive line is still kind of young because that's who they keep getting, small, young offensive line. They have a first-time head coach, too, Aaron Glenn from Detroit.
Mm-hmm.
Their defense, I think, will be good under him. They have guys like Quinnen Williams, Sauce Gardner, even though I hate to say it. But he's I think it'll be good for the defense, but I think they're going to be last, in my opinion. It's just I don't like Justin Fields. I think he's the worst quarterback in that division, in my opinion.
Yeah, you can make that case. I agree. I think it's the Jets. It's very close still because I was like Patriots or Jets,
or the Dolphins, because Tua.
But I like to. See, the thing with the Dolphins, it's like Tua. If Tua gets hurt, they're fucked. Like,
yeah.
But yeah, if Tua gets hurt, they could finish last.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, like I agree. Justin Fields sucks. I've never liked them. I've always talked shit about him, like, because he hasn't been good. Like what? And
Mm-hmm.
but I like Brees Hall and Garrett Wilson, but it's just yeah, there's not much else. Like
Mm-hmm.
they still have Alan Lazard. They still have like leftovers from the Aaron Rodgers shit. But yeah,
Mm-hmm.
like and then you said first time coach. Sauce Gardner is good. Like they have a good cornerback in their defense, but like nothing else really that's amazing.
Yeah, I agree. Third place, I think it's gonna be the Patriots. I do like how they did in the off season. Like Mike Vrabel, I think he's good that he's getting a second chance. He's already changed the culture there from what fucking Bill Belichick and Jerry Mayo left over. Drake May, I like him. He's a solid quarterback. They just have to build an offensive line around him. They drafted, excuse me, Will
That's
Campbell, very good tackle from LSU. They also got my boy Travion Henderson from Ohio State. That's who I wanted as a running back. They not drafted. They signed Stephon Diggs, but like he's kind of past his prime and he's a little bit of a diva, but it is what it is. Their defense though will be very good though. Like Christian Gonzalez.
it's funny, but he's still the best receiver on the team. Stephon Diggs.
Yeah, because look who's next to him. I'm not even joking. Who the fuck is next to him?
Demario Douglas, I think.
Oh my God. Keishawn Butte as well. That's
Mac
terrible, bro.
Hollins. Mac Hollins.
Oh my God. Because they lost Jalen Pope for the season, I think.
Mm-hmm.
He's awful. What do you think?
Yeah, I agree. No, I mean, I agree with you. I think it's the Patriots. Drake May's a solid quarterback. Looked pretty good at the end of the year. He
Hey,
just
be
doesn't have much,
careful.
he just doesn't have much to work with, preacher man. Like you said, like what Stephon Diggs and like Stevenson or Major Stevenson and Trayvon Henderson, but that's it. Like Hunter Henry's still there, but yeah, like. But I do like that they got Vrabel as coach. I think Vrabel will change things,
Mm-hmm. For
and
sure.
Vrabel has been able to work with less, and they've always wanted him. I do think they fired their coach too fast, though. Like 1 year, come on, should have given him more chance than that. But
Yeah, but he started Brissett over Drake May. I don't like that.
I don't know. I think he was just trying to Sometimes you want to see the quarterback sit and watch or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But I agree. I would have started May right away. May looked decent. It was the guy I wanted in New York, actually. So it's the ironic thing. But yeah, he looked decent because he didn't have much to work with. But like Patriots or Jets, like they're both not going to be good.
Yeah, I think number two, like it's gonna be the Dolphins, but I wouldn't be shocked if they finish lower than the Patriots because, like, it all comes down to two. Like once two is down, they're fucked because literally no one else, even though as much shit as we give Tua, no one else can run that system better than him. But Tyreek Hill,
Zach
Jalen
Wilson.
Waddle. I mean, I hope he does good. He knew what he was doing when he went to Miami. He knew he was most likely like 6 times out of 10 is going to start because Tua is so injury prone
They
with his
also have
concussion.
Quinn Ewers.
Oh my God. Their defense though isn't that good. Like they got Bradley Chubb, but they have a good front seven, but their secondary, oof, no good corners. They did get Minka
They
Fitzpatrick
got
back.
Minka. Yeah.
They got Minka Fitzpatrick back, so he's back home. But yeah, I don't think they'll make the playoffs. I think Mike McDaniel. I think he might get fired at the end of the year.
Oh man, that'll suck because he's a good coach.
Yeah.
Uh,
What do you think?
I agree. It's gonna be Miami, like we said. Buffalo runs the division. They're the best team in this division. Uh, Tua is good when healthy, but I don't know if he will stay healthy. Hopefully, he does. I never want injuries. They have Tyreek Hill, who's still really good. Jalen Waddle, Devin Ashane, decent running back. But like, I don't know. Like, I agree with you. Their defense isn't that great as well. So now the number one team, Preacher Man.
Yeah, I think we can all agree the Buffalo Bills are easily going to win that division because it's literally Josh Allen, who's no doubt the best player in that division. Um, it's just there's nothing really to say. Like, what more can you do? You know, Josh Allen defending MVP, really good quarterback. They have some solid weapons like Dalton Kincaid. They have James Cook. It's just their defense. It's hit or miss though because and that's on like I don't like McDermott as a coach, but he keeps the Bills relevant. Him and Josh Allen. That's
Yeah,
just that's really it. It's just the Bills. I think they'll win 12 or 13 games because they always win that much.
yeah. I mean, Buffalo Bills had the MVP and Josh Allen. He's really good. He he didn't even have any weapons last year, like
No,
receivers.
yeah, he
He doesn't really
didn't.
have receivers this year either.
No, but he still somehow does good. He makes weapons.
I like James Cook. James Cook's a good running back. They have a really good defense, Buffalo. Um,
Hmm.
but like they own this division. They are going to win a lot of games. Josh Allen's just amazing. He's so good. Like it's crazy how good he is because it's just like we said, the weapons are trash.
Yeah,
Like Khalil Shakur, Elijah Moore, like Ian Coleman. Like what? Like all
yeah. That's pretty. That's like it's amazing how he does that.
right, Preacher Man. We're gonna go to the NFC West.
All right, you go
So
first.
NFC West. I'm gonna start with the Seattle Seahawks. Um, I think they're going to struggle with Sam Darnold as their quarterback. They also lost.
Metcalf.
Yeah, yeah. So I think Seattle. Like I like Kenneth Walker, but like he can't ever stay healthy and whatever. But yeah, Sam Darnold. I just don't trust him. I know he did good in Minnesota, but that was because of Kevin O'Connell. I like Jackson Smith Nigba. He's been good, and
Hmm.
Cooper Cup, but he's washed. Like, come on, let's be
He's
serious.
past his prime. He's 32, and
Yeah,
he's never healthy.
he's never healthy, and when you get older, like you get injured more and easier. So yeah,
Hmm.
um, yeah. So I have Seattle at fourth. I know people are going to put Arizona, but I think that's a huge mistake.
Actually, I have Seattle as well.
Oh wow,
Look, I just don't like Sam Darnold. I know people are gonna say, "Oh, but he did good in Minnesota." Well, look at that team: Justin Jefferson, Addison, fucking Aaron Jones. Like anyone could do good. I could be plug a quarterback, and I'll look like fucking Mahomes almost. But it's just Seattle. I don't think they're that. I think their defense will be fine because Mike McDonald is a defensive-minded guy. I don't, however, like their offense that well. Like their offensive line isn't that good. They have Jackson Smith and Jigba and Kenneth Walker, but that's really it. And they don't have any good tight ends. And the defense, it's really just their secondary that carries. They don't have that special of a front seven.
hmm
I think they'll win about 7 games, and they'll finish last in the division.
yeah, I agree.
What
All
do you
right,
got?
this one,
3.
yeah, this is very tough because I could understand if you put Arizona or if you put the 49ers, because 49ers did struggle, but they had a lot of injuries, so that's why they struggled. Um, but yeah, I'm gonna put. Fuck, man, this is so hard, Preacher Man. It's literally these two teams for me.
Okay, I'm listening.
Uh, um, yeah, I'm gonna put the Cardinals at three
Okay.
uh, because even though I like them a lot, I could see them finishing two, but I think they'll finish three.
Hmm.
I like you know James Conner, Marvin Harrison. Marvin Harrison needs to have a better year, but it wasn't all his fault. Kyler Murray was not on the same page. Now they're saying they're on the same page and all this and that. But I just don't like the Cardinals' defense that much.
I wonder
Uh,
who has Kyler Murray, huh?
yeah, I have him too. I have him in most leagues. Um, like, and then after Marvin Harrison, I like Trey McBride. He's really good. So the Cardinals have like a sneaky roster, and they could be a lot better than people expect. But I don't know. I don't know. I'm so sick of Kyler Murray. Sometimes he's good and sometimes he's bad. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's
Yeah, like he does good, and then there's some games where it's like, what the fuck are you doing?
yeah. I really wanted to put San Francisco, but I don't know. Their defense is better. So
They have an easy schedule as well. I'm gonna get to that.
yeah. So I think Arizona could finish third, potentially second at best.
Yeah, I got Arizona as well because, like you said, I don't know what Kyler Murray is, but I just think the Cardinals, they win games. Like they can be some good teams, but then they lose to some of the worst, like
They
some
looks like
bad teams.
Carolina last year. Like what?
They always lose to Carolina.
No, they beat him with Baker when Baker was the quarterback.
Yeah, but that Carolina team, even if you plugged someone else in, was so bad.
Yeah.
But I got Arizona. I think their defense is actually the underrated part of them because I think Jonathan Gannon's actually not a bad coach. I think the Cardinals will win about maybe 8 games this season, but they did get they got Walter Nolan from Ole Miss, but I think he's already hurt though, so that's not good. But they did, however, get Will Johnson from Michigan, who somehow fell in the second round. He was you could argue he was the cornerback one instead of Jahdae Barron, but his injuries is what made him fall. But I think the Cardinals will be fine. Marvin Harrison Jr. I thought he was going to win Offensive Rookie of the Year, but that went to Jaden Daniels. But for a rookie, he did fine. But for like a top 5 pick, like come on, you got to be a little more than that.
He went before Malik Neighbors, and Malik Neighbors had better
Yeah,
year.
it was just such a flip flop because they're both identical receivers. James Conner is a really good running back too.
Yeah.
So
that's what I'm
yeah.
saying. Like, if Arizona could finish second if like stuff happens to San Francisco, which happened last year. San Francisco finished last year.
Yeah, that's why I say they have an easy schedule. They have a last place schedule.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
who's your number two?
Number 2, San Francisco 49ers, who I think could be 3 or 2. Like, I was struggling, like I said, in between. But they have Christian McCaffrey, who, if he plays, he's like one of the best running backs when he plays. Brock Purdy's an okay quarterback. He's nothing special. In my opinion, he's nothing special. He's like a game manager. I don't know. I think he does well because he's in that Shanahan system. Anybody could do well there. But, like, I don't love their receivers. Like, Jawan Jennings is their number 1. Ricky Purcell. Like,
and they don't have Brandon Ayuk for the first few weeks.
And Ayuk is out. Yeah. So
all they have really is George Kittle.
The only reason they're going to succeed is because they're easy schedule. But I don't think they're they're that great of a team.
Yeah, I agree.
And their defense is decent. Yeah.
I got the Niners as well. It's like you said, they have an easy schedule because they are a last place schedule. It's kind of laughable. Like Brock Purdy, it's just they don't have that good of an offensive line. They have McCaffrey, but kind of injury prone, so he's a little bit unreliable. They have George Kittle, but again, arguably the best tight end, but that's probably gonna be Brock Bowers now. But their defense though, it's gonna be solid. They still have Nick Bosa. They drafted Michael Williams from Georgia. They have Deommodore Lenoir. They lost pieces though. They lost Hufanga and
they lost Debo.
Well. They lost, yeah, but I don't think that's that big of a loss when you think about it.
I mean, but when they were good, like he was like their gadget player. He did everything.
Yeah, they lost Hufanga and they lost Dre Greenlaw to the Broncos. Oh, yeah. But I think they'll still be good because Robert Saleh's back with the Niners, and he's a really good DC, just not a very good head coach.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think the Niners, because how easy their schedule will be, I think they'll win 11 or 10 games. But but I can see the Cardinals doing it as well if they could actually stick it together.
Yeah, last year they had the chance to do it.
They had the chance to win the division actually, but then they started losing.
Yeah, they started losing at the most inopportune time.
I'm like, yeah, you're done. It was gonna be between the Seattle or the Rams. And speaking of that team, that's gonna be next.
Yep. So I got the LA Rams number 1. And the reason is they got a veteran quarterback, Matthew Stafford, who's really good. Puka Nacua, Devontae Adams. Kyren Williams is a good running back. So they have weapons on the offensive side. Their defense is pretty decent. So I think they're going to win this division. They always find a way to be really good.
That just
Even
shows you
last
how good
year,
of a coach McVay is.
and McVay is a great coach. Yeah, so I have the Rams, and I think so you do too.
Yeah, I got the Rams as well. They're a really good team. Like Stafford, like I know he's kind of past his prime, but McVay and the weapons make him look good. You know, Puka Nakua, Puka Nua, but I'm joking. Devontae Adams, again a little past his prime, but still a really good receiver. Kyron Williams a really good running back. Their offensive line is okay. They have a good defense. Their front seven is really good. Jared Verse, Braden Fisk, those guys are really good. They know how to get after the quarterback. And yeah, it's nothing much else too. I think they'll win 11 games, but it's gonna be between I think them and the Niners.
All right, now we go on to your division, which is the AFC West, the last division.
Last division. You already
I
know who
think
I
we're
got
both
last.
gonna agree with who's last.
I think I got the Las Vegas Raiders last, and it's not biased in this, but I mean, just look at their team. They didn't do much in the offseason. Yes, they drafted Ashton Jetty, but that offensive line is to be determined. They have they traded for Geno Smith for some reason, thinking he's the future, even though he's 35 or so. They got Pete Carroll, but again, he's like 70. It's just I don't know how it's gonna be.
Yeah, I agree 100%. Yeah,
It's
go
just
ahead.
their defense again, it's terrible. They have only Max Crosby, who's no doubt very good defensive end. I think he's the best pass rusher. Well, no, he's second best pass rusher in the division because there's one guy I think who's better. But that outside of that Max Crosby, that defense doesn't scare me. I
Right, but
think they'll.
you did talk. Did you talk about the tight end though, Brock Bowers?
Oh yeah, Brock Bowers is no doubt the tight end one of the league. He's very good.
Yeah.
He's a great weapon for the Raiders. That was a good pick. Even though it was a luxury, that was a very good pick. And Jacoby Myers is whatever. He's a solid like receiver, but again, we don't know Geno Smith and like.
Guess who's back? Amari Cooper.
Oh yeah, Amari Cooper is back, even though he's a little past his prime, but it is what it is to help out. Let's see what they'll do. But yeah, I think the Raiders will win about 6 and 7 games at best.
I 100% agree. The Raiders, come on, they got the worst quarterback in this division. I don't know why Ash talks so much about Herbert. Is he just being like insecure or something?
No, he knows Herbert is better. He's just be trolling. He even said it.
He told me Geno was better, and I was like, that's crazy. Okay.
No, I saw what he said on there. He said for real, Herbert's better though. He was joking.
Ashton Jeanty was a good pick. Was a really good running back in college. Jacoby Myers and Amari Cooper, like really, like this. Like Amari Cooper, like a few years ago would have been great, but now he's washed. Brock Bowers, best tight end in football, no question about it. Right now, he was just amazing last year. And
yeah,
that the defense I don't really like, but Crosby, like you said, he's a beast. That's about it. They're gonna struggle. They're in a tough division. There's 3 teams I think that can make the playoffs. All 3 of them could do it again, possibly. I don't know if it's gonna happen again, but it could.
Yeah, stupid fucking Nick Wright said the Raiders are gonna make the playoffs and be better than the Broncos.
Yeah, I don't know why.
I'm gonna get to that soon though.
Yeah, I don't know why he said that. So, yeah, we both agree. Like, I just think like they are rebuilding. Pete Carroll was a good hire, but he is older, like you said. But he is a good hire because like he does know like, and I think that's why they got Geno Smith is because he knows his offense. But I'm just not a big Geno fan anymore. Like,
they traded for Kenny Pickett.
Yeah, that was bad. Yeah,
that's horrible. But I got for number 3, I got the Chargers because the Chargers are like Jim Harbaugh is probably the worst coach in this division in my opinion.
not according to Ash.
Oh no, well I'm sorry, but you don't know ball. Jim Harbaugh, Herbert's a good quarterback, even though he's a choker. Fucking he's a hypothetical. He's always a what if. But that Lat McConkey's a very good receiver. You could argue he's the best wide receiver in this division actually because of how great he was. Their defense is very good. They got Khalil Mack, Derwin James. and a couple other guys that solidified their defense. They did lose Bosa, but then again, he's kind of injury prone. But their running backs, they drafted Amari and Hampton, a guy I wanted, but they took Barron, so it is what it is. But I think the Chargers, they could make the playoffs. I think they could be like a 10-win team potentially, if they could stop. If they wouldn't fuck around and be the Chargers. But I hope they fuck up though. It'll be funny.
Yeah, I think number 3 and number 2 are very close, but I have
Yeah.
the Chargers at number 3 as well. I do like the Marion Hampton pick. That was pretty good because they needed a running back, especially with J.K. Dobbins leaving.
I wonder where he went to.
Yeah, he went to the Broncos, obviously. And then McConkey, like you said, he's a really good receiver. Had a really good year. Came out of nowhere, like in terms of like he was just dominated, like because Herbert really didn't have a receiver. They brought back Keenan Allen.
Keenan Allen, that's right. They brought him back.
Yeah, they brought back Keenan Allen, so that's gonna be pretty funny to see. Like him and Herbert did have a good connection. I think Keenan Allen's kind of washed, but he is 33 years old, so we'll see. But like, if anybody could revitalize him, it is Herbert because like the year before that, he had a good season. The year before Chicago. So, but I think like I just like what Denver did more in the offseason a little more.
So. Yeah.
But it'll be very close. Like even last year, like Chargers and Broncos were like I think tied with record or very one game difference or whatever. But yeah.
I also got. Yeah, I agree. But number 2, I got my team. I got the Denver Broncos at number 2. But I could also see them winning the division because they did. I think out of anyone in the AFC West, I think they're the ones who improved the most and did the most. They added. We've added Dre Greenlaw to help out our thin linebacking, even though he has injury concerns and Payton's want to tread carefully with him. I think we can all agree our defense is the best in the division.
Oh yeah.
Because it looks like there's no way that they drafted Jahdae Barron. At the time, I was a little upset because we didn't need a corner. I was like, why didn't we get a running back? But, Barron, he's a really good corner. He did solid in preseason as a slot guy. So him, Hufanga, we got as well next to Brandon Jones, who had an underrated type year. Our front seven, our defensive line was really good. Zach Allen, John Franklin Myers, Nick Bonito, who won us a few games, Jonathan Cooper. And then on the offensive side, like, Bo Nix, so many people shitted on him saying, oh, bust, reach, all that. And to be fair, it was a reach. But when all the quarterbacks were going off like that, and knowing the Broncos, that was their biggest hole, they snapped it. He led us to the playoffs last year, even though we got blown out by Buffalo. We added Evan Ingram for a tight end. We've been tight end hungry for a long time. We added J.K. Dobbins and drafted R.J. Harvey to help our running back room. Offensive line solid. And Sean Payton's a really good coach. I don't know why Ash thinks he's like Mickey or some shit, but Raider fans.
Yeah. Didn't he say Harbaugh was the best coach in the division?
No, he said he's better than Payton.
Oh yeah. He said Payton's the worst.
Best coach in the division, that's easily Andy Reid.
Yeah.
But yeah, I got the Broncos.
Yeah.
Second, what about you?
Yeah, I got Broncos second, obviously. I agree with you. I like how Bo Nix played. I never shitted on him. I was more like, let's wait and see. Max hated him from the beginning. I don't know.
Well, Browns fan detected, opinion valid. They don't have a freedom of speech like Alex.
J.K. Dobbins, I think, was a really good signing. You got a veteran running back who's pretty good. The only thing about Dobbins, got to stay healthy. R.J. Harvey was a good pick also for you guys. Cortland Sutton, you brought him back. We'll see how, Troy Franklin and Pat Bryant play this year as well. Evan Ingram was a good signing. The only thing is, Evan Ingram, please don't drop the ball.
Oh no, I don't want Giants Evan Ingram. I want
Giants. Yeah, how like sometimes the thing about him is like he's always trying to run before he catches the ball. But the defense is just amazing. Like this is the reason why I have Broncos number 2. Patrick Surtain, the best cornerback. and then
Best defensive player in the division because he's the only one who has a defensive player of the year.
and then you drafted the cornerback. So
And we got a white boy corner who's solid, number 2. That's
you got
crazy.
Zach Allen, who's good. You just have a lot of good defensive players. Like, there's no real big weakness besides
The only weakness is linebacking depth.
Yeah.
But yeah, we can all agree number 1 is easily the Chiefs. You know, Mahomes. You know how the NFL wants it, but I can't deny he's a very good quarterback. He's a top 10 quarterback of all time. But you know, I think this is the first time in the Mahomes era where the division is going to be under siege by teams like Denver or even the Chargers, because like Travis Kelce, he's past his prime. He's kind of washed. You know, Taylor Swift. You know, I think this is his final year. It's just I don't know. I think like their defense is solid as well. You know, guys like Chris Jones, George Karlaftis, Trent McDuffie, but also and Nick Bolton, but. I think they'll win. They'll win 12 games this season. They won't do that devil bullshit where they were winning so many one-score games by bullshit, you know, like the fraud field goal block. I think that was the worst one ever. But it is what it is. But like I said, oh yeah, they have some okay weapons like Worthy, Rashee Rice, but he's suspended for like the first 6 games. But Mahomes, they'll still win the division somehow. But a hot take for me, I think the Broncos could win it, but for now, the Chiefs will win it. What do you think?
Yeah, I have the Chiefs. I agree with you. Patrick Mahomes, he finds ways to win or help find ways for the refs to help him win. Yeah, he's a great quarterback, though. Can't deny it, even though I'm so tired of him. Xavier Worthy was a good draft pick last year. He looked really good. Rashee Rice is suspended, but after the 6 games, he'll come back. I think he's really good too, although he got to stay away from what he's been doing.
You got to stay away from you got to stay out of the cars.
I think Travis Kelce has 1 more year left in him. He's going to try his hardest probably because after this, he's probably going to retire. Yeah. And then they have a decent defense like Chris Jones and stuff like that. So,
yeah.
I hope the Broncos are, you know, any team wins this division, but besides them, it's like I'm so sick of the Chiefs, like, you know, but they always find ways to win. They get lucky. Like, how you get a field goal block? Like, I don't get
that should have been it. We were the better team that game. Mahomes was awful.
You had the whole game. You had it won, and then they messed up. Like, so we agree on everything except for one.
Well, really, we agree on everything on all the picks. The only difference is the Jags and Colts.
Colts.
But we can agree that it's literally a coin flip between those two.
Yeah.
I'm surprised we agreed on the Jets and Patriots. I thought you were gonna say Patriots were gonna be last.
I'm not a big Justin Fields fan. Plus, I think the Patriots did more in the offseason.
Yeah, I can agree with that. We got the same hot take too with Carolina.
Yeah, Carolina.
Yeah, second place though.
Yeah.
But yeah, these are our season predictions.
We gotta see how Michael Penis plays, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, these are our predictions. Please subscribe to Preacher Man Sports.
Subscribe to Sports Critic too.
Yes.
Great guy.
Yeah. And
yeah,
we should do more videos and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See you around the bend.
Do that live stream when the Broncos play the Giants. See you around the bend.
Yes, we will all be there. Go Broncos.
Yep. See you around the bend. Take care. Peace out.